Hey hungry people, it's Blair.
And Jacob.
And today we're visiting Phoebe's to give you all the behind the scenes. And also, who are we interviewing today?
We're interviewing the manager of the restaurant, and personally, I'm really excited because I've ate at Phoebe's before, and it has some excellent food.
Oh, 100%
Yes.
Jacob. Actually, Phoebe's was the first ever place I visited in Syracuse after I toured here. So it's going to be a very full
Yes.
circle moment for both of
Yes.
us, for sure.
So obviously, Phoebe's, you have a big menu, you have a lot of things on the menu. How would you describe what the cuisine is like at Phoebe's?
Honestly, we have a seasonally changing menu, so it's always a little different. But an eclectic American style cuisine, comfort food. But we have some old classics like French onion. But we have soup, salad, sandwiches, entrees, a little bit of everything.
Great. Oh, thank you for defining that, though. I feel like people always ask me what the restaurant is, and I never know.
Yes.
Because you guys just have a little bit of everything.
We absolutely do. So if you're
Yes.
looking for just something light and easy, or if you want to come out for a nice date night, we got you covered.
We also know you have a hummus of the day.
Oh my gosh, I love the hummus of the day. What
Yes.
went into coming up with that idea, and how do you guys pick the ones every day?
Yeah, honestly, the chefs just come up with the topping every day. We always try to change it up, whether it's pickled red onions, whether it's cucumbers, feta, sweet chili sauce, but it's always been a big hit, especially with the students.
Yeah. It's such a fun one too, for sure.
And healthy.
Yes. And so we know that you're the manager here. So what exactly goes into your role at the restaurant, and how long have you held it for?
Sure. I have actually been here for just over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
This is honestly like home, family. But my job varies every day. There's so many steps and processes to my daily routine, and I couldn't even sum it up in a sentence. But I love it. It's fun. I've been here for so long. This is really home.
Did you start out as manager, or did you work your way up?
I started as a server when I was about 20 years old,
Wow.
and just kind of worked my way up throughout the years.
That's awesome. And
Cool.
one thing for me, as Syracuse students, doing a TV show on the university, how is it with the Syracuse University students coming to Phoebe's? Do you get a lot of traffic from the students?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of it going to be at the coffee house window area, so we can do that for dine-in or takeout. And then, of course, just takeout for our entire menu as well. Grubhub, of course, is popular and convenient. So yes, yeah.
And talking about Grubhub, probably takeout was huge during the COVID-19 pandemic, but just in a general sense, how did the COVID-19 pandemic really impact Phoebe's?
Oh, sure. Certainly we were hit in this area, especially for Syracuse specifically. We were kind of gone back and forth a lot between what we could and couldn't serve and our hours and being open. Thankfully, I think we're out of the worst of it. So we're kind of really excited to be almost back to normal, whether it's lunch and dinner hours, takeout, all of it. But it was definitely a tough time.
Yes, well, we're so happy that Phoebe's is such a central part of the community is still with us, for sure. And so did you downgrade your staff at all, or are you guys back to normal numbers?
I would say we're pretty much back to normal, honestly. And it's almost a different crowd, some new faces that we haven't, been used to. So it's been nice.
Yeah. It seems like new people discovered it. How
Yes.
exciting is that?
And one thing that I think I forgot to mention is the decor at Phoebe's. Obviously, it seems like you put a lot of effort into the decor. What's the inspiration behind the decor? Obviously, you talked about the menu, but how the restaurant looks.
Yeah, honestly, just keeping a kind of a classic charm, I think, is important to us. We've been here since 1976, so there's a lot of history within the business and the building. But really, just kind of keeping very simple. We have a lot of beautiful plants in the other main dining room, so a lot of luscious
It's
green.
gorgeous. Oh my
Got
god.
some lovely flowers on the table.
Yeah, nice little touches.
Yeah.
So do you guys always try to have fresh flowers at every table in the restaurant?
We do try. We don't have them every single day, but the greenery in the other dining room is definitely a showpiece for us with the big skylight. It's beautiful.
And speaking about the charm, we saw that you have, special days such as Easter brunch, and what other types of special days do you celebrate here at Phoebe's?
Yeah, well, certainly a couple of the big ones are Parents or Family Weekend, of course, Easter, Mother's Day, and then another big one is graduation.
Yes, of course.
For Syracuse University.
Yeah.
We could imagine, for sure. It feels like everywhere's busy for
Yes.
that. And another thing, so we first got in contact with you through your social media. Do you feel like your social media page has really helped with traffic through the restaurant?
I really do, yes. It's definitely been increasing, and especially the last year, especially getting a lot more just exposure and activity on it. So, yeah.
And do you have like a specific team that does that, or do you work on it?
I do a little bit of it, but I'm not the best. So I do have a couple of employees that really know what they're doing and really excel at it.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
And we must ask, since you manage a restaurant, what is your favorite menu?
Yes, I was about to ask the same
Oh
question.
boy. Honestly, that does change. Like I said, the menu changes, but the French onion soup has just been a hit.
Classic.
Yeah, you did mention
Yeah.
that.
Classic.
Yeah, and of course, then the creme brulee, I go right to dessert.
There's always a second stomach in my eyes, so you know.
No, I have
Dessert.
to
Always
try
room for
this
dessert.
creme
Always
brulee.
room for
Sounds
dessert.
fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, so how do the chefs decide like how to change it seasonally? Is it because of the produce you get in, or is it just kind of like their ingenious minds?
A little bit of everything. Obviously, pricing is going to be important as much as what's going to be available, during that season. And just trying to have fun and be creative with the menu, so it's not always the same.
Yeah.
But still offering comfort food, but stuff that's fun too.
Yeah. Awesome.
And one last question. Do you know where the name Phoebe's came to be? I know you guys have been here since the 1970s.
There's a lot of fun history to that one. I'll try to make it short,
okay,
but
great.
really, Phoebe's used to actually be a brothel. Before Mr. Everhart purchased it, that's the history behind it, and Phoebe was the lady in charge. So
Well,
I'll
we
leave it
learn
at
something
that.
new every day. We learn
Sounds like
something
you
new
have a
every
strong
day.
woman leading
Yes,
this restaurant for sure.
exactly.
Now another one is leading it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us today
Yeah.
and telling us a little bit about the history behind Phoebe's. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
It's an honor. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Angie. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Phoebe's for having us today.
Yes, it was great. We heard from the manager, Angie, that her favorite menu item was the French onion soup. I'm so eager to try it, but I've got to ask, you've ate here before. What is your favorite menu item?
Oh, Jacob, that's definitely a hard one,
It is.
but I think I'm gonna have to go to one time for the hummus of the day was this like cucumber hummus.
Okay.
Delicious.
Yes.
I think I ate the whole thing. Was like pushing my family aside.
No shame. No shame.
But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to follow us on socials at SU College Eats.